Good evening and welcome to Blue Dream Love and Wellness. We are very honored tonight by having Barb come and talk to us about subconscious release technique. And this is a little bit easier of a technique for you all to deal with certain things in the emotion code and in the body code that we can go a little deeper. And it's very interesting. I've checked this out before, but I thought, yeah. But when Barb came up and said this to me, I thought, this is fantastic. So tonight, let's start this as we start all beautiful things. Let's bow our heads and let's bring in some peace and harmony. Heavenly Father, we ask you tonight to bless each one of us. We put the intention for love and peace and harmony and allow everybody that's here and that will come to see the beauty of SRT. We ask you to bless each soul that is here with us tonight. And we thank you for your love and your guidance and for bringing Barb to us. Blessings. And we have several archangels with us. Oh, there's 7 of them here. And they remain silent, they say. So thank you for joining us. Barb, I will turn this over to you, if you would please, everybody. Welcome, Barb.
Thank you so much for having me here tonight.
You're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it. I have done just a little bit of emotion code. I'm not certified, but I've used it off and on for about 4 or 5 years. And now I have learned a technique called subconscious release technique. And that's what I would like to talk to you about tonight, about the basics of that. And then at the end, to show you a little bit how I use it along with emotion code. So who am I? I am just a normal everyday person who has tons of issues, mental, physical, and emotional. But I love life and I'm improving every day. And I have embraced some of the different energy techniques that I have been introduced to be able to help me become a better, more whole, more aware person. And so I'm grateful that I am able to be here. I had given Cynthia a 30-minute session on SRT before, and she asked if I would be willing to speak to you. And so thank you for giving me the time that I can do that.
Bless you.
I was introduced to, I was introduced to subconscious release technique about a year ago on an emotion code Facebook page. Somebody on there had put that they were giving free 30-minute sessions, and I signed up and took advantage of that. I then worked with a coach for about 4 months, clearing some programs that I had that were holding me back from achieving the different things that I wanted in my life, and paying attention to just what she was doing and how easy it was and what a difference it made in my life. And so I decided that I too wanted to do subconscious release technique and share it with others. So that's why I am here tonight. Subconscious release technique is a process where you connect with your subconscious mind to release the ideas and the emotions that are connected to those ideas that don't serve your highest good. And then you reprogram with better ideas. So it's an energy clearing technique that instantly clears mental and emotional blocks from your subconscious and your energy field. And then you fill up with positive energy and ideas that will help you to help raise your vibration. So I'm going to turn on my slideshow here.
Okay, it's still where it should be.
Everybody can see that, I hope. So subconscious release technique is the name of the technique. I am going to be calling it SRT. Most of us do. It's the SRT Global Company. It's a process where you can let go of your excess baggage. So tonight, I would like you to let me be your baggage handler. And see if we can get rid of some of that extra.
I don't think anybody's going to argue that.
No, that sounds beautiful.
So SRT Global was started by Coral Grant I don't know where your pictures are right now. You are over her face, but hopefully you can see.
We can see.
So Coral Grant started it, and their mission is to get SRT to everyone across the globe. Their long-term mission is to have world peace. So as we each individually raise our own vibrations by releasing some of these negative things, whether it's through SRT or other energy work, we in turn raise the vibration collectively of the world. And eventually, the more people that do that, the higher the vibration is going to be, and it will bring about world peace. This is what Coral is hoping for. She is a very energetic, intelligent, fast-paced, forward-thinking woman who does a number of different things, but she is also very, very generous. And as her as the word gets out and more people are becoming part of her company, she is giving more and more things away for free. There are some learning videos that teach you the technique. There is a unlimited membership for clearing calls, where you call in basically like this. It's a Zoom class, and it's a multiple person session. It's not one-on-one, it's a group session, and whoever has time gets a chance for a clearing. She has opened that. You used to pay, I think it was started out at $49 a month and then went down to $19 a month, and now it's free for anyone. Wow. So at the end of the slideshow here, I will give you my contact information, and if you email me, I will send you the link for that.
Beautiful, thank you.
So you might be wondering, who is it that can use SRT? And is this something that you should stay on this call tonight? Well, let me just ask a few questions. If you never worry about money, you're happy with your finances, all of your bills are paid, and you own your own home free and clear, and you love your job and you can't wait to get there to the office each day, you love your boss, you love your coworkers, you feel like you're fulfilled and you're reaching your fullest potential. And if you are the perfect size and weight, and you don't take any medications, if you're free of all aches and pains, and you have energy enough to get through your busy day, and if you feel content with who you are and you set out and meet personal goals for progress, and you have lots of friends, and your social calendar is filled up as much as you want, and you have no stress, then let me tell you, SRT is probably not going to be for you.
I love that, Barb.
If, however, any of those things touch a little nerve for you, ring a bell, then please stay here and see what you can learn. I'm sure you all know this. I'm sorry if it's like, you know, if I'm preaching to the choir or whatever, you probably know way more about energy work than I do, but everything that you think, live, do, everything gets filtered through your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is what runs the show. With this graph that we have here, I've heard anywhere from 10% to 30% is your conscious mind, and anywhere between then the 70 or the 90% is your subconscious. Mm-hmm. Whatever the proportions are, the conscious mind is only just the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. That's the one that uses willpower. It uses critical thinking, logical thinking. It has your short-term memory. It does all those things, but it is not in control, because everything gets filtered through your subconscious mind, which is incapable of reasoning or judging. And it's kind of like the hard drive. Whatever you type in, it's going to store, whether that is correct or incorrect, whether it's serving a good purpose for you or whether it's not. It's in your subconscious. And everything that you do is going to be filtered through those programs that you have in there. The majority of the programs that we receive or that we have that we're living with that are holding us back from being what we could be were put in there before the age of 18. Our conscious mind, like I said, doesn't judge. It doesn't know right from wrong. It just accepts everything that's there. If we are told, let's see, how do I say this? Most of the programs that we tend to hold on to are got there by either shock or by repetition by somebody in authority. So let me just take it off the screen here for just a minute, and we'll talk about this for just a minute. I'd also like to ask you, I forgot to ask before, but if you have pencil and paper, I think it would be beneficial. So if you want to take a minute to just get pencil and paper, we'll be talking about some things that you might want to write down and take some notes on.
Thank you, Barb.
And because I am getting a little bit nervous, I get excited and then I get nervous.
Oh, don't get nervous. Just take a breath. It's all good.
I hit the wrong thing and it moves my screen.
Always.
So did I take it off of sharing? Because I have lost where you are now.
We are off of sharing. Do you want it back on sharing?
Okay, there you are. So
do you want it back on sharing?
Do
you want it back on sharing?
No, I couldn't find my camera screen here because I had it on large before. So, all right. So let's talk a little bit, with what the subconscious does. We don't ask it to be nice to us or anything, it's going to take anything. So let's just say, let's see, everything that it takes, it puts in. I've already said that. Excuse me, just a minute.
Just take a breath. It's all right.
This is the first time I've ever done this.
I know it, but you're with friends. You're with friends. We don't judge. It's all about love and honor and empowering you to be able to do this.
Wonderful.
Keep doing this and keep sharing the beauty that you have.
Thank you. And it will come along easier. I wrote all these notes and now I'm already off my track. That's,
That's always the way it happens. That's perfect.
So anyways, the subconscious does begin absorbing these things before we're even able to discern, or evaluate the situations. So you're in a family that's maybe high stress or something like that, and some of these things that you're told are, well, yes, it's hard. Oh, this is just so hard. Oh, everything is so hard, or you're a troublemaker, why are you making so much noise? Your brother's trying to sleep. Now you sit down, you're such a troublemaker. And your subconscious is going, yes, I'm a troublemaker. Yes, this is hard, You might be saying you're stupid. Man, why can't you get this? You're so stupid, Oh, money is evil, or there's never enough money. Just different things that you hear people of authority saying, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a pastor, whether it's your parents or a sibling. We accept it at face value. And we're too young to discern whether it's correct or not. Those programs that are in there are going to be what you filter everything that you're living through. Now take another situation, another scenario where somebody is just very open and free and loving, and they tell you things like, come on, you can do that. You're so smart. Oh, come on, try again. Well, I know you fell this time, but come on, get up. Let's go again. Oh, you're so smart. You can be anything you want. You can do anything you want with your life. When you think of those two different sets of programmings that your subconscious has accepted without rhyme or reason or truth or error, which one do you think would be a better filter? Can you see how your life would maybe be different, having a more positive filter system. And so one of the fun things about subconscious release technique is that we can go in, we can find out what those programs are that we retained that aren't true. Maybe they might have been at that time, but they're not now. They're not serving us a good purpose, and we can get rid of them and we can replace it with something better. So that is how the subconscious comes into play with that.
Beautiful.
I'm going to go back to screen sharing here, and I will show you. Okay, we'll go back to screen sharing. And I'll show you the steps. So subconscious release technique is basically 3 simple steps.
Okay.
First, you're going to find your program through muscle testing. You do that first so that you know what you're working on. The second thing is that you release your program and the emotions that are connected with it. And third, you replace it with positive vibrations and programs. So let's take that individually and just see how that plays out in real life. Finding the program is perhaps what I feel the most difficult part of this whole technique. You can be anything from very basic to very deep. And as you all probably know, with working with other things, our life and our issues are like onions. You know, there's layer upon layer upon layer. And right now, the outer layer is the biggest thing that you see. And so the very basic thing is, let's just take that top layer off, get it out of the way, right? So you would start off with just what's bothering you right now. So whether you're working with yourself or with somebody else, what's bothering you? We also know that sometimes those things, that there's more than one issue or a situation repeats itself more and more, right? If you're filtering through, you're so stupid, everything you do, you're so stupid, it's going to show, that feeling of being stupid is going to show up whether you're trying to learn something new, whether you're trying to teach somebody else, whether you're trying to do technology, whether you're maybe doing your job, whether you're, you know, all these different areas, it's the same program, but you might not, but it might be a very deep program, right? So for tonight, we're going to stay more on the upper level, the basic level. So I'm going to, this is where if you would like to get a piece of paper and pencil to just take some notes to show how possible programs can be easily found. So up at the top here by step 1, these are some programs that are quite often, pretty much everybody might have. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve. It broke my heart. I'm not safe. I'm always broke. And you can tell yourself whether you have ever felt something like that. You can also muscle test each one of those statements. So say, I'm not worthy, and muscle test it. If you'd like to do that now, you can go ahead and do that and see, do you get a strong or a weak? If it's a weak or a negative, then that is weakening your body, and that is a program that you would like to get rid of, because you're filtering everything you do through that statement. If it's strong, then it's not bothering you. Then you can try the next one. I don't deserve. Test and see, is it strong or is that weak?
I have
If
a
it's
question.
weak, pardon me?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Question about our procedure. Do this. Asking our subconscious, are we starting now asking, do we have a program of I'm not worthy? Is that how we word it?
Yes.
You really don't even have to ask that. You're just saying the words,
Right.
because your subconscious doesn't know it's a program.
Right.
Okay.
All you say is, I'm not worthy, and then you test it.
Is it a yes or a no, or you can even give it percentages?
I don't think you even have to do percentage.
Oh, you
just
don't
yes
even
or
have to
no.
do percentages.
If
Okay.
it's strong, it's not bothering your body. If it's weak, it is bothering. It doesn't matter if it's bothering only 5% or if it's bothering, 100%. If it's weak, put a little mark by it, or mark that whatever. You can go back and clear once you learn how to do SRT. So if you'd like, just take a minute, go through those.
Can I ask a question as well?
Mm-hmm.
The way I usually test, and that's why I'm confused right now. Like, for instance, if I say I'm not worthy and I get a yes, to me, that's normally I connect, like, yes, I am connected to this sentence, to this program, I'm not worthy. And to me, it was a given that I'm connecting to this subconscious belief. So you are saying exactly the opposite. So now I'm confused.
Correct.
Sorry,
So thank you for bringing that up.
On that, I'm confused.
Yep, thank you for bringing that up. So this is different. So I know for emotion code, you look for the strong,
Yes.
right? This is not necessarily the opposite, but it is totally different. It doesn't, we're not putting any value on it. We're not saying anything. It's just any word or phrase. If it's weak, only means it's weakening your body.
Okay.
So that's all you have to
Okay.
remember. And it took me a long time to do that too, to remember. And it's something that you just have to mentally say, or I mentally say, especially if I'm using emotion code and then SRT. In my mind, I just say, okay, I'm testing emotion code, and then I know what my answers are. Okay, I'm muscle testing SRT. So then it's anything weak. So it doesn't matter what the words are. It doesn't matter if the words are positive or negative. I'm not worthy. If it's weak, you're getting rid of it. I am worthy. If it's weak, you get rid of it. It doesn't matter if it's a positive statement or a negative statement. Any word or program, if it's weak, you want to release it. It's that simple. It's that simple.
So when you say weak, because I know I'm sounding like an idiot.
No,
You
never an
say
idiot.
weak, so we'll use me. I'm not worthy. It's like, so that means I need to work on that. Really?
That means that we're going to take that program out. So
Okay.
write down on your paper, I'm not worthy.
Okay. Got ya.
Mm-hmm. And then try, I don't deserve. It broke my heart. Try each one separately. If it's strong, don't worry about it. You're good with that. If it's weak, write it down. The things that weaken us, like I said, are the things that are going to keep repeating. As you get more into the understanding of it and whatever, then you can dig deeper and go into different levels. And so from my understanding, this is being recorded, and you will have a link to it that you can come back later and go over it again. So watch it again. So, okay, you feel comfortable with testing and finding very simple programs, then come back and look at this again. So let me just explain, but we're not going to take a lot of time on this. But let's say you have, you test week for I'm not worthy. For tonight, we'll just take care of and release I'm not worthy. If you wanted to go deeper, you would say, when is the earliest time that you can remember feeling that you're not worthy? Right? And you try and think back, you just kind of relax and let go in and, oh, Maybe you were like 2 years old and it was a spring day and you were out there and you saw these beautiful yellow flowers in the green grass and you ran over, toddled over, and you picked one and you brought it to your mom and you were so happy to bring her this beautiful yellow flower and you handed it to her. By this time it's all crunched up in your pudgy little hands and she took it and said, oh my God, it's a weed, and she throws it to the side. Right? Something happened at 2 years old. I'm not worthy was planted in there. And the rest of your life, you have been filtering things through that. So if you're going in deeper, you can go back, think of when the earliest time was. Turn to that age, try and think of yourself as that little 2-year-old. How would you have felt? How did you feel at that time? Don't think back, well, what if I would try and really get there? I am now a 2-year-old. I just gave my mother that. She threw it away. What kind of things did you feel? What did you say, or what would you like to have said? You know, she doesn't love me. I'm not worthy. Maybe yellow flowers are bad. You know, each individual person, each situation is going to be different for each individual person. But that's later. Today we're just going very, very simple, very benign again. So let's do another one here. I don't know, does it bother you to have my screen up?
Oh,
Should
no,
I
go
take it
right
off?
ahead. Go right ahead.
I was going to take it off, but
You're fine.
so now just kind of take a deep breath in. I don't, have you done box breathing before with the 4 breath in, 4 breath out?
I have. I don't know if everybody else has.
Let's take a minute and just do that, because we're going to connect to you. You are going to connect to your own subconscious. So just take a minute, get relaxed. Take a slow breath in through your nose to the count of 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Slow breath out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And you can go back to regular breathing. What this does is get you out of your head and more into your heart center. Just kind of balances and stuff. So now that you're in your heart center, listening to your subconscious, I want you to take your pencil and paper and write down. What I would like you to do is each of you just go ahead and say, and then whoever wants to write down, if you resonate with that, say what you think of when I say the word money. One word, money. What do you think of? Go ahead and just say it out loud. And then whoever wants to write down, write.
Power came to mind right away.
Power?
Power was just like there.
Excellent. Anyone else?
Abundance.
Abundant. Excellent. Anybody else?
Don't be shy. Just unmute yourself and go ahead.
Anybody feel lack?
Mine was share.
Share. Okay. Lack. Anybody else? Jeff, did you raise your hand, or just that you felt lack?
For me, it was work.
Work. Very good.
Yes.
I wrote down broke.
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 Anyone else? Could be more than one thing. What comes to your mind with the word money? Easy to get? Hard to get? You have enough? I grew up in a very domineering household. The man always earned the money, controlled the money, had to say so. So I grew up with women aren't supposed to have money, women aren't supposed to earn money. I wasn't allowed to work. I wasn't allowed to spend. I was given a very meager allowance and whatever. So my situation is probably different than a lot of yours, but just so you're kind of understanding, what do you think of when you hear wealth or rich person?
Snob.
Snob.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but money in me, I've never really thought a lot about money. It's just, we were always so very poor. And so it doesn't even faze me. I don't want money. I don't care about money. I mean, I know it takes care of things, but,
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's not like something that you're, working towards or whatever.
Right.
I gotta say, you guys, my word power, it was like there the minute, I mean, you weren't even finished saying it. And I've been sitting here ever since, kind of in shock, going, where'd that come from? Because consciously, I would have never picked that word. So is that a limited belief that I have somewhere within me that needs to go away?
So what you need to do then is say the word power and muscle test.
Because when I asked it about the money, when the first few phrases,
Mhm.
I only got one that was weak. And
Okay,
it's-
good. Perfect.
So something's about, I have a limited belief about power, don't I?
Did you muscle test it? Just say the word
No.
power and muscle test it.
Power. Yeah, it's weak.
Weak.
Mhm.
Okay.
It seems I can see something, Kathy.
I think I know too, but you tell me what you think.
Somewhere around age 4 or 5.
So think back, when did you feel powerful with money?
Has to
Did
do
you
with
get
the
an allowance
gentleman.
maybe?
It has to do with a gentleman, your father. Something about an argument about money, and you were witness to this argument.
Could have been. He was a businessman. He had his company. Uh-huh.
And he was arguing with somebody, about money, and you took this and put it in yourself that money gives you power, and without it, you don't have any.
And I remember something really, it sounds goofy, but I remember a girl who lived a couple streets over. We were playing in my driveway and I was pretty young, like maybe 5. And so we were in the same class. She stood in my driveway and she said, she went in and used the restroom, came out, and she looked at me and she said, your family's very rich. You're very rich. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, what? Wait, what? The stuff that's in the house there, and your mom was making a cake. She was making 2. You're very rich. And I remembered that like it was yesterday, but I was trying to sort it out. Like, what is she talking about? Because I knew the dysfunction in the house. I was too young to understand money. But I remember thinking, how could somebody look up to what's inside that house? Because I knew what was inside that house, and it wasn't.
But that's their perception.
Right.
You know, my neighbor thought that I was
They
more well
did.
off too, because we had Wonder Bread where she had made bread,
I don't like to say it, but she came from a very poor family and I liked her. And if I walked home with her at lunchtime and she'd call my mom, her mom would say, Kathy wants to eat with us. My mom would get me on, she'd go, you get home right now, you come home. And I'd come home and she'd say, they're very poor people. I don't want you eating there. And I was always so confused by that. So that I think is different. I think I was totally got messed up with power and money about, do you know what I mean? If you just said 4 years old and I heard a conversation, I know it was a struggle Because I know people thought our family had money, yet I can
Mhm.
remember my parents yelling at each other over lack of money.
Mhm.
So,
Isn't it amazing?
So
but
that
I
brings
don't
us,
know what it's done to me. I don't
Mm.
know what it's done to me through this.
Then it's time to find out and remove.
right, and get rid of some of that.
Yeah.
So that brings up a very good point, though, that different people live in the same situation. You might have brothers and sisters or something and live in the same family, the same parents, the same house, doing the same thing, and yet you're each going to have your own separate programs.
Right.
Okay.
It also depends on how your parents handle things. So
Right.
again, let's talk about money for just a minute. You're in a family where money is very hard to come by. It just there's just not a lot of it. There's many different ways that you can get programs depending on how your parents were. One scenario, your dad is a hard worker. He works 2 jobs and he makes the ends meet, but he's always tired. And mom grumbles all the time because dad is never home. And I'm stuck here with the kids all day long. You know, you're going to get certain programs from that.
Yes.
Another family that has a lack of money, maybe one is a spender and one is a saver. And they argue all the time about every single expenditure, about every item. Is it important? Is it a need? Or is it a want? You know, maybe everything that you want, you know, Mom, I need this, you know, is it a need or is it a want? You know, that could become a program for you.
Yes,
right?
it very much could be.
Another family, still same lack of money, still the same bills that need to be paid. But this mom is really creative and adventurous. And she loves challenges. And she makes really fancy meals out of hot dogs. And she has the kids help her decorate the Christmas tree by folding their socks in different ways and hanging them on the stocking or on the tree, or getting pieces of yarn and tying it together, you know. So again, lack of money, but a totally different way of reacting to it. And you're going to have different programs. I already told you my experience, domineering male husband and whatever. So you can see where your idea about money is not going to be the same as anybody else,
Right.
even if they grew up in the same family as you. You're going to have different ways of looking at it, you know. So just so you realize that these are ways that you can find your program. So let's move on. So we talked about that the first step is to find the program, and now we want to release it. To release the program and the emotions and stuff that go with it is, again, a simple process. I will tell you how to do it, explain it, and then demonstrate it. You just watch to begin with. You're going to breathe in through your nose, a deep breath, and you're going to hold it the entire time that in your mind, you repeat a sentence that I am going to say. You don't have to wait until I finish the whole thing before you say it. You just repeat it right as I'm saying it. You repeat it in your mind, like you're just copying what I'm saying. And then through your mouth, you're going to forcefully blow that breath out. To me, I like to imagine that I am blowing that negative program and that negative energy out of my body. I don't want it. So again, very simple. You're going to take a deep breath in and hold it while you repeat in your mind, not out loud, the sentence that I say. And once you've repeated that sentence, you blow your air out. So let's practice it together. Take a breath in and hold. Repeat in your mind what I am saying right now, that I will repeat a sentence. When I am done, blow it out through your mouth. Try it again. Very good. Barb, you had a shift, or it's past your bedtime, one or the other.
It's not past my bedtime.
Okay. So let's just try it one more time. Breath in and hold. And I'm going to say, I release all negative emotions and blocks with positive emotions with money. Blow it out. So any of you that tested were weak with just the word money, you have blown that out. So did any of you test the word money itself? No?
I didn't.
Okay. So let's try it again. This time I'm going to use the word power. So I don't know what your real name is. It says admin, but I know that's not your real name.
I don't know why I say admin. My name's Kathy.
Kathy? Okay. So this is a program that Kathy knows she had. She tested weak. The others of you might have it too. Whether you have it or not, doesn't matter. You're welcome to join in with declaring. And if that is your program, you will release it right along with us. So everybody go ahead and take a breath in through your nose, hold it, repeat in your mind. I release all negative emotions and all blocks with positive emotions with power. Blow that out. So Kathy, I want you to test the word power again. And let me know if it's weak or strong.
Strong. Well, I mean,
Strong.
strong.
It's gone.
Strong.
It's gone.
One quick question, because I always tend to take over. So back to, did I receive that program initially at the age of 4? And then throughout my life, stuff was relative to power was coming through that? Is that what you're saying?
So I really can't say that because I don't know what your life. I am saying that programs in there, any program you have stuck in your subconscious that is not serving you good now, or that is not positive, you do filter everything you do through there.
Can you be
And so
born
with that
the
program in there, this feeling of power, it's a negative feeling, and you would attract other things that made you feel however you felt about power.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but now that's gone. Does anybody else have a word that they would like to try to release? Did you have anything that tested weak to begin with? Yvonne, do you have anything? Oh, Barb, go ahead, Barb.
Unworthy.
Unworthy. Okay. We're actually gonna, yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one for you. So with this, so we released the program and the emotions connected to it. So there's what we just did is called a blanket statement, right? I release all negative emotions and all blocks with positive emotions with the program. There is also a list of programs. So we're going to use you, Barb, if you don't mind being the volunteer. We will use you to do the second step with this, with your I'm unworthy. Is that okay? So everybody can go along with this also. Okay, so take a breath in and hold. Blanket statement, I release all negative emotions and all blocks with positive emotions with I'm unworthy. And breathe it out. And now if you would, test again. Anybody that tested weak for unworthy, go ahead and test again. Let me know if it's weak or strong.
It's strong.
It is strong. Did everybody get strong?
Mm-mm.
No? So Cynthia, you're still weak?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Thank you. Would you mind going on for this next part?
Please.
So the
thank
next
you.
is then, if it's weak, we go on to each individual emotion here. So this is from SRT Global. These are the emotions that she uses, just like Brad Nelson has his list of emotions on his chart. You're going to go down each emotion and muscle test each and every one. If it's weak, that means it's weakening your body and you need to release it. Now you're going to release it or test it in this sentence or excuse me, with the program in mind. So the program that we are working on right now is, can you tell me in your words, Cynthia? Is it I'm not worthy or I am not worthy?
I am not worthy.
I am not worthy. So we're thinking about that program. I am not worthy, right? And muscle test aggression. Say aggression and muscle test.
Oh,
Weak or strong?
it is strong as big time.
Good. That's good.
No, it's
You
good.
know,
Okay.
We're just looking for weak. Muscle test. Did anybody else get a week for aggression? Test aggression. Thinking of, I am not worthy.
Okay.
Anybody get a week? Okay. So everybody, let's clear this along with Barb.
Okay.
Take a breath in and hold. I release all aggression with, I am not worthy, and blow it out. Barb is yawning again. She said it's past her bedtime. I think it's energy shift because that is leaving her body. That negative
Yes.
energy that was connected with that is gone. Test again, aggression. Is it still weak? It's strong.
I'm a very passive person.
Mm-hmm.
People walk over me all the time.
So that's a whole different issue right now we're working on. I'm unworthy.
But
So
I'm
now
not
test
aggressive at
anger.
all.
Test anger. Let me know if anybody is weak. And well, let's just say, go ahead and because I just looked at the time, we're running out of time.
Oh, it's 10 till. I didn't even notice. I was enjoying.
So let me just show you. Okay, so let me just kind of touch in for the group energy here and see. And let me go down and just test the list. So I say it like I go aggression, test, anger, test, annoyance, test is weak. So somebody, it doesn't matter who, I want everybody take a deep breath in, hold and repeat in your mind. I release all annoyance with I am not worthy. Blow it out. Because I also asked for anybody who might be watching this in the future. So don't worry. Don't think that it's anything negative towards you. I'm just going to test for anyone. Apathy, boredom, confusion, contempt. Contempt is weak. So take a breath in and hold. I release all contempt with I am not worthy. Blow it out. Then I test contempt again. It is strong. We move on. Cynicism, despondency, disbelief, disappointment, discontent, doubt, dread, embarrassment is weak. Everybody take a breath in. I release all embarrassment with I am not worthy. Blow it out. I test again. Embarrassment is strong. It's gone. I move on. Envy, evil, fear, frustration, grief, guilt, hate, hopelessness, humiliation is weak. Everybody take a breath in. I release all humiliation with I am not worthy and blow it out. And humiliation is now strong. I move on. Hurt, irritation, jealousy, judgment, nervousness, overwhelm, pain, pressure, punishment, rage, resentment, resistance, revenge, rigidness, sadness, shame, skepticism, sorrow, stress. Stress is weak. We're going to take a breath in and hold. I release all stress with I am not worthy and blow it out. Good. Move on. Stubbornness, terror, uncertainty, and worry. Okay, those are the negative emotions. Go ahead and take a breath in and out. Just to kind of center. And now we're going to test positive emotions. And you might say, well, I don't want to release the positive emotions. And we're really not releasing that. We're releasing blocks to positive emotions. So I will test appreciation, belief, calm, certainty, compassion. Again, thinking of I am not worthy. Creativity, enjoyment. Enjoyment is weak. So this feeling of I am not worthy blocks us from having the enjoyment in our life. Okay, so we're going to release that also. So deep breath in and hold. I release all blocks with enjoyment with I am not worthy, and blow it out. Good. Enjoyment's good. Go on. Safe, feeling, fulfillment, giving, gratitude, happiness, harmony, honesty, hope, kindness, knowingness. Knowingness is weak. We're going to take a breath in and hold. I release all blocks with knowingness with I am not worthy. Blow it out. Good job. You're doing great, you guys. Knowledge, letting go, love, memory, nourishment, open, organization is weak. Take a breath in and hold. I release all blocks with organization with I am not worthy. Blow it out. Good. We go on. Peace, receiving, safe, safety. Sometimes just that difference between safe and safety. I sometimes face them both, test them both. Support. Support is weak. Take a breath in and hold. I release all blocks with support with I am not worthy. Blow it out. Good. Surety, thankfulness, trust. Okay, we made it through the list. Take another breath in and out. And I test it again. I am not worthy. And it's still weak. So this is when you get in just a little bit more, or if you use your intuition. Two things that I have learned is that one, not every emotion is listed on this. And there might be a specific person here that needs a different emotion. So I do another, just a little bit longer blanket statement. So get ready to take a breath in and hold. I release all negative emotions and all blocks with positive emotions, whether they're on this chart or not, with I am not worthy. Blow it out. And it's strong now. So there was something that wasn't on there, but was still important for somebody who's going to be watching this. So do you understand then? Do you kind of understand how the releasing works? Every program, you're going to test it, do the release, the blanket statement, and it's written on here. So this is one thing I forgot to mention too. Let me go ahead and go back into the slideshow so it's a little bit bigger. There. Feel free to take a picture of this list, cut and paste, snip it, however you want, so that you have this list so that you can continue doing this. At the end, I will give you my email. And when you email me, there are some certain things that I will send you the link to. One of those will be the link for this list. But if you want to take a copy of this right now, just hold your phone up and take a picture of it or whatever. I keep it under my favorites. So that way I've got the list with me on my phone anywhere I go, anytime. So feel free to do that. Or I use Snippet at home. So you snip it and save it. However,
do you have a more extended list of programs than these 5? Or is that it?
No, those are just minute. I mean, there are trillions of programs, right? Because each individual person has lived their own life with their own situations. So this is just the basics to just give you an idea of how it works. And the programs, there's what I have done is if you choose to go on to the unlimited clearing, the free unlimited clearings, I breathe right along with the other ones when they're doing their clearing. I write them. I do the breathing just like today, and I just take notes and I write down what are some programs, and then I
Okay.
test them. They might not be my program, but later I might be working on somebody, and then I have an idea of some programs that I can check.
Okay.
So
They can
you just kind of
also,
gather them through intuition, listening to others, and
you can also, the core negative beliefs that was in the class.
Yeah.
These are also programs. And
Okay.
in that core negative, within all of this that was sent to you all, there's even more words, positive and negative, and different things that will help alleviate that get you right there.
so let me just ask for a minute here. Is there anybody that is kind of constricted and needs to leave at the 7 o'clock part? We're about 3 minutes to 7. Does anybody need to leave? If so, I'll give you my contact information right now and then come back. There's just another couple of slides, but I was going to do clearing along with it.
Mhm.
So would you like my contact information first? And then come back? Let me just do that. Then if anybody does need to leave, but since we're kind of talking about it anyways, you can contact me. My preferred way is to have you email me.
Mhm.
You can email me at causeIcarecoaching@gmail.com. And when you email me, if you would give me your name and your time zone, that way when we connect back and you want different things, I'll know what time zone. Let me know that you watched this webinar, and then let me know what I can do for you. Available to you, I offer a free 30-minute session for you taking your time and joining me, listening to me, make all my mistakes and stumble and whatever. But I appreciate you. I just am so excited about sharing SRT because I know it can make huge differences in your life. So I am willing to give you a free 30-minute session. I will also give you a link that you can sign up for the SRT Unlimited Clearing membership. Coral Grant is tremendously compassionate and giving. And so, like I said, she is giving that as a free membership multiple times a day, 7 days a week. There are calls that you can call into, or you click on the Zoom link. It's a Zoom thing, and you can participate in these clearings. And they have them for a number of different issues. They rotate each quarter, so each set of classes will be the same for 3 months, and then the next 3 months it'll be different classes with different instructors covering different things. Right now there's a lot of trauma calls. There's calls on what do people call in for? Their sexual abuse, physical abuse, lack of money, finding your soulmate, just general traumas, health issues. There's religious calls, prayer groups. Well, any of those things that we talked about in the beginning, aches and pains, body, setting goals, unhappy with employment, just whatever you can think of. They have a number of different things, and they have usually a fair amount of just open calling. The class isn't specific to any topic. You just go on there, any issue you're having, you bring up and clear. So again, if you take the time to email me, let me know you watched this webinar, let me know your name, your time zone, what I can do for you. I will send you the link to the free unlimited membership. There is a Facebook page for SRT Global. I will send you the link for watching Coral Grant show how to do the muscle testing, and she explains how to dig deeper to get your programs. And it also has the emotion list. So those are the things that I will send back to you. And then if you're interested in a 30-minute session, then we will set up a time for that also.
Beautiful. Thank
So,
you.
Cause I Care Coaching is my preferred. You can Facebook Messenger me. It is Barb Bradlee Haas. Please notice, I know Cynthia, in yours, you did the EY for Bradlee.
Oh, did I?
Many people do, and just notice that it is a double E.
Okay.
Bradlee.
Sometimes it auto corrects you too.
That is
Not
true.
even noticing it.
That is true. So, all right, so let's go back. Any other questions, I should say? Any other questions with that? Very good. Yes, Barb?
So is it necessary to have a memory?
No,
Okay,
because I do not remember.
yeah, but
It's amazing, interesting to me, just like Kathy said, sometimes they'll say something and something will just pop into my head and I go, where in the world did that come from? And I just have to trust and believe, because I usually, before I do a session, before I sit down at a class, or especially like when I do this tonight, I ask for God's help. Before I do a motion code, SRT or whatever, I ask for support and help. And so I just have to trust that if something pops into your mind, pay attention to it. So you don't really need a memory. So let's go back. So we did I am unworthy. Let's just test real quick. Nobody loves me. Does anybody have nobody loves me? Everybody strong with that? So I am unworthy, or I am not worthy. Words sometimes make a big difference. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. So other programs very similar to Nobody Loves Me could be, I don't feel loved. I don't deserve love. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy of love. You're not lovable. I'll never be loved. I'm afraid to let others love me. All those are just different forms, and all you do is you say the sentence and test, and you'll know if that is what's affecting you and your body. Okay. So does anybody, do you want to take time and see if anybody has any one of these to release?
I know I do, because I was doing it as you were going along.
Okay. Is anybody else that hasn't had a chance yet? Yvonne, is there anything that you would like, that came up weak for you, that you would like work on?
I'm unworthy of love. Unworthy came back.
Mm-hmm. But unworthy of something specific, right?
It's different.
It is different. It's totally different. So, is anybody else? I'm unworthy of love.
No, for me, it's only I don't deserve love.
I don't deserve love. Okay. So is it all right if we do Yvonne with her?
Sure.
I don't deserve love. Okay. So everybody can go ahead and clear with. Check first. Are you
Oh, well,
weak?
that's mine too.
Okay. I don't deserve love.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to go back to the emotion list. I don't remember how, oh, there we go. To get it bigger for you there. I think you can see that better. All right, each individual one. Let me take a breath in and center. Everybody take a breath in and center. Breathe in. Remember, you're thinking of, I am not worthy of love. I'm going to test aggression. Yes. So everybody breathe in and hold. I release all aggression with, I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. Good. Aggression, anger, annoyance, anxiety, apathy, boredom, confusion, contempt. Contempt. Breath in and hold. I release all contempt with, I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. Good. Cynicism, despondency, disbelief, disappointment, discontent, doubt, dread, embarrassment, envy, evil, fear, frustration, grief, guilt, hate, hopelessness. I throw in helplessness. You have all worked with the energy, I'm sure. So you go with intuitiveness, and it popped in there, helplessness. So I don't know if it's you, Yvonne, or if it's somebody coming in the future, but let's take a breath in and hold. I release all helplessness with I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. And I just saw that there were people writing in chat, so sorry about I didn't catch any of those before. So
That's all right. We got it.
hopelessness, humiliation, hurt, irritation, jealousy, judgment, nervousness, overwhelm, pain, pressure, punishment, rage, resentment, resistance, revenge, rigidness, sadness, shame, skepticism. Okay, you don't believe it. It's not, skepticism. So breath in and hold. I release all skepticism with I am not worthy of love, and breathe out. I retest it and it's strong. Sorrow, stress, stubbornness, terror, uncertainty, and worthy. Let's take a breath in and out just to center again. And then we will try the positive emotions. Appreciation, belief, calm, certainty, compassion. Okay, breath in and hold. I release all blocks with compassion with I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. Good. Creativity, enjoyment, faith, feeling, fulfillment, giving, gratitude, happiness, harmony, honesty. Honesty, breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with honesty, with I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. That's good. Hope, kindness, knowingness, knowledge, letting go, love. Love is weak. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with love, with I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. Good. That one actually is a little bit weak still. So we're going to do it again. So we are deep seated. And so we'll breathe in again and breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with love, with I am not worthy of love. Okay, there it's strong. Good. Memory, nourishment, open, organization, peace, receiving, safe, support, surety, thankfulness, and trust. All right, breath in and hold. I release any and all negative emotions and blocks with positive emotions, whether they're on this chart or not, with I am not worthy of love. Breathe out. Okay. I am still getting a week. And so one of the other things that has come up once in a while, especially with something really big like this, is belief. And so it's the same statement, except instead of saying I release all negative emotion, I'm going to say I release all negative beliefs. So again, all you have to do is repeat in your mind. So breath in and hold. I release all negative beliefs and all blocks with positive beliefs, with I am not worthy of love, and breathe out. And now we're strong. So breath in and out just to center. Good job. You guys have worked so hard. It might not seem like it. You have moved tons of energy tonight. You really have. And so we're going to move on to our next step. I think.
Is there a healing time necessary after one of these sessions?
So healing time is just like with the emotion code or anything else. Each individual body processes differently. You might feel tired afterwards. I would really suggest drinking plenty of water. My mouth is just like cotton because I'm releasing right along with you. But please listen to your body. It's not necessarily that you have to heal anything, and it's not that it takes time to process and remove those negative emotions. They are gone right now. You know that we tested, it's no longer weakening your body, it's gone. However, your body sometimes has to balance out. You might feel tired. Please drink a lot of water, be kind to yourself, whatever. So, if anybody have any other questions about how you can start with a certain program? And there's two ways to go a little bit deeper. One is to say, when did you first start feeling this way? And you work your way back. The other one is what other words close to that might be attached with it. I'm afraid to let others love me. I'm not worthy of love. I've never looked like that. Any other questions about this? Thank you for all being so vulnerable to open up like this and let this work on you. I'm so excited. So the third step then of this process, so first we found the program, got through muscle testing, intuition, and questioning. Then we removed the program and the emotions that are attached to it. The next thing is to fill back up with positive vibrations. Negative thinking is never going to make your life positive. Positive thinking, even if it's only just thinking, is going to make your life positive. It will make changes. If you can change your mindset, you will change your reality. You will. Because whatever you are vibrating at is what you are attracting. We just took care of 2 handfuls full of negative energy that is out there. You're not going to be attracting that anymore. And now we're going to fill you up with some positives. Each statement begins with, I am, a variation of this. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful. It doesn't have to be all through, I'm so happy and grateful, I'm so thankful and grateful. But I would like you to have grateful in there only because I have been told, true or not, I don't know. I have been told that gratitude is one of the highest vibrations, even higher than love. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. So put grateful in there. Every statement that you say is going to start with, I am so happy and grateful that. And then you think of something that is opposite of what you released, or that gives a positive direction to think, or that is something that you want to have happen. So I will kind of combine some of the different things that we have released today. We released things about money. We released things about I am not worthy. We released some things about I am not worthy of love. And so we will do the same thing where you breathe in and hold and repeat in your mind, and then blow out. With this one, I picture that when I'm blowing out, since we're putting positive in, we're not dealing with negative, we're putting positive in, I am blowing love and gratitude out to the world. So just that you don't have to do that. It's just something that I do. I just think it feels good. So if you're ready, and with this, like I said, you know, as you listen to classes and different things, then you can kind of keep a list of what other people give for positive attitudes and fill-ups. They call them fill-ups because you're filling up with these positive vibrations and whatever. I don't know if I have. I was going to do this. I'm a pet sitter, and I have been pet sitting at this person's house, but my computer won't catch up or hook up to their Wi-Fi. So I'm still at work doing it tonight, and I don't have my fill-up list, but we will just do some wing it fill-ups.
Mhm.
So if you're ready, take a breath in and out just to center. And then breath in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am worthy. Breath in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am worthy of love. Breathe out. Breath in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I have been introduced to energy work that can help me change my life for the better. Blow out. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am supported by this wonderful universe. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I have positive feelings about money. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am attracted to money, that it comes easily to me whenever I need it. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I have another tool in my tool belt that I can help others have a more magnificent life. Breathe out. And one that is just fun to do every single time. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Breathe out. And my beautiful people, how do you feel?
Wonderful.
So
Hopefully you had a good experience with this.
Mhm.
Gratitude turns negative energy into positive energy. There is absolutely no situation or circumstance so small or so large that it is not susceptible to gratitude's power. You can find something to be grateful for every day.
Amen.
Find something grateful to be grateful for every day. And if you like challenges, then try to find something to be grateful about every negative thing, and it will start changing.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
we
it
are humans, we have lived long lives. Our issues build up one on top of another. You know that we can't heal everybody or anybody in one session. But please know that you have done a lot today. You are different now than when we started. Your vibration has been raised, and programs that used to automatically flood your body with the chemicals of these emotions when you were triggered have been released, and those chemicals are not going to be flooding your body anymore. You might still remember situations. So Kathy, you'll still remember that conversation that you had at 4 years old, you know, in your driveway, but those chemicals will not be bombarding you. You are different now than before. So know that you have done a lot of work and you have accomplished great things, and I'm really appreciative of you. The last part that I just want to explain how I do it. Like I said, I'm not certified for emotion code. So, but this is how I think that SRT can combine with it and go a little bit deeper. So just for instance, you're working with somebody and they have, can somebody just give me an experience or whatever? Do you normally, with emotion code, do you normally look for pain or something and then you find the emotion?
It depends on what the client is coming to you for. A lot of clients have terror in their life.
Okay, so let's say terror is what you come up with for them, and you do the release for it, okay? You release all terror,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Then I would take that same word terror and come to the emotion, or to the SRT emotions. So again, so you're going with this, you're looking to see, is it weak? Just say I'm doing for SRT, test terror. Is it weak for them or strong? Mine comes out weak, so
Mhm.
terror, weak. So somebody is weakened by that. So then you would use SRT, going through each emotion. So let's do that. Did anybody test terror? Is anybody weak for terror?
Me.
I think I've worked enough on the terror.
No,
Other
Did
things.
you?
I take that back. I take that back. Mine,
Let's just go ahead and do the general
Mine's
blanket
not.
clearing or whatever, so that, so you work on there and you find that emotion, I come over and I would test it for that person, and I release all terror with, or I mean, I release all negative emotions and all blocks with positive emotions with terror. Then you test it again. Mine is still weak. I would go through them. Aggression, yes. I release all aggression with terror. Read out. Anger, annoyance, anxiety, apathy, boredom, confusion, contempt, cynicism. I release all cynicism with terror. Good. Despondency, disbelief, disappointment, discontent. I release all discontent with terror. Roll it out. Doubt, dread, embarrassment, envy, evil. I release all evil with terror. Blow it out. Fear, frustration, grief, guilt, hate. I release all hate with terror. Read it out. Helplessness, hopelessness, hopelessness. I release all hopelessness with terror. Blow it out. Humiliation, irritation, jealousy, judgment, non-judgment, self-judgment. So this is my list. It's here. I've added a couple of that I just learned. So nervousness, overwhelm, pain, pressure, punishment, rage, resentment, resistance, revenge, rigidness. Breathe in. I release all rigidness with terror. Blow it out. Sadness, shame, skepticism, sorrow, stress, stubbornness, terror. Terror with terror. Breathe in. I release all terror with terror. Blow it out. Good. Uncertainty and worry. Check the positives: appreciation, belief, calm. Okay. Breathe in. I release all blocks with calm with terror. Blow it out. Certainty, compassion, creativity, enjoyment, faith, feeling, fulfillment, giving, gratitude, happiness is weak. Breathe in. I release all blocks with happiness, with terror. Breathe out. Good. Harmony. Harmony is weak. Breathe in. I release all blocks with harmony, with terror. Breathe out. Honesty, hope, kindness, knowingness, knowledge, letting go, love, memory, nourishment. Breathe in and hold. I release all blocks with nourishment, with terror. Blow it out. Open, organization, peace, receiving, safe, safety, safe. So see, safe is okay, safety is weak. So I release all blocks with safety, with terror. Breathe it out. Support, surety, thankfulness, and trust. Okay. So then you would trust or test just the word terror again, and it's strong. If it wasn't, then you would do the blanket statement, releasing anything, whether it's on this list or not, and maybe releasing all negative beliefs and all blocks with positive beliefs. So that's how I do it with emotion code. Then I would jump back to, is there any other, emotion having to do with whatever your person's situation is, and you go on with that. You come up with it, then you come over here. Because what this does is, so yes, the thing is terror, something terrorized them, but when they get triggered with that terror, all these other emotions are throwing those chemicals into them. So you can release the terror, but those emotions are still in, So let's get those out too. It's just like another step deeper or something.
So I have a question. I mean, I'm certified in emotion code, body code, and work with people. So, but I'm not certified in the SRT.
Correct.
Am I still allowed to use it on my clients, even though I'm not certified, or I didn't take a course just now with you?
I would think, and I guess I don't know that much about it. I know that you can use it on you. I know that you can use it on family, friends. I don't know that it's ethical to charge for it, but if you're just using it in conjunction with something that you already do, I would think it would be all right.
I would think so. I would think so, as long
It's
as
one
you're
of
not
those things that
charging.
you're gonna, the basic steps. The basic steps is find the program, release the program and the emotions, and then fill up with positive. So the basic steps. The more you do it, you're gonna find a little bit more intricacy. The same thing with the emotion code and stuff. You use your intuition and stuff, and things will pop up. I would think that it would be okay.
I think so. It tests strong. Test for it before you work with somebody. Muscle test. Is this safe for me? Is this right for me? Is it, utilize your words, your intuition when you go to test it to what it feels like, but make sure you're taking your ego out and you're asking the divine to come in to answer that for you, not letting yourself answer it. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that help, Yvonne?
Yeah, totally. Thanks. I just wanted to know that, because I think it's great. I like digging, and I like, taking the knickknacks out of everything that limits us. And so this is like a nice, different, new idea. But I just want to make sure, that we are allowed to use it.
And then when I send you the link for like the free unlimited clearing and everything, it will come from, I believe it will come from Coral, the founder. And so you will have, I think you'll have her email or whatever, but there's a place on there anyways that you can write in questions, and feel free to do that, I do emotion code. She knows what that is and whatever. Is it all right if I just automatically, or do I have to be certified? The certification program is so simple. I don't know for sure if there's a charge or not. I just bought like a big package, and so that I get everything that they come out with for free, because I just felt that this was something I wanted to do. But it's basically just doing 10 free sessions on people and recording the last session that you do to send it into Coral so she can critique it and let you know, you try doing this, or make sure you spend enough time on that, or whatever,
Beautiful.
And
It
then for
sounds
this-
wonderful.
So I think it would be all right. I would like to take just a minute, just since we did terror again separately, I'd like to do a fill up or two for terror. Anybody that wants to join in with that, we'll just take a deep breath in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am safe wherever I am, whenever I am. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that this place is a place of peace and comfort. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold. I am so happy, thankful, and grateful that I am loved and protected at all times. Breathe out.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Barb. This has been
Thank
amazing.
you.
Not exactly what I expected. I thought it was something different, but I am very glad. It's very exciting.
Oh,
Thank
all
you.
right. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Barb.
Thank you so much for having me. And again, you've got my email. So feel free to email and
Beautiful.
we'll get you set up with this stuff. Hopefully, did everybody get the emotion list there?
Mhm. Did everybody take it?
Or do you need that anything put back up? What's that? Do I need to put back up the emotion list or my contact information? Did everybody get a copy of it?
Mhm. I do believe
Yep.
so.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Thank you so very much. It was an honor meeting you all.
It was an honor to
Thank
have
you.
you here. We're so glad that this was your first class and you felt at peace to do so. So let's end this as we begin all good
Thank
things.
you.
Let's bow our heads and let's bring in a little love. Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you to bring Barb to us and to bring her beautifulness and allow her to teach us and work with each one of us here tonight and those that come that will watch it after. We thank you for your greatness in shining such beautiful information and modalities and techniques upon us to learn your knowledge that you have for us. We ask you to bless each soul here and in the future. And we thank you for your love and for your guidance. Amen.
Amen.
Namaste, everybody.